Hi everyone, Paul here at RoJoBe Music. Time for another update. Today is Wednesday the 13th of April. It is 12 o'clock-ish. Okay, so just an update on how things have gone. So the rooms are pretty much complete. So let's start with the workshop because, as I'm sure you saw in previous videos, it was a bit of a wreck in here. So I still need to do a bit of work in here, but it's at least usable now. So round this corner here, it's basically just storage of all my crap. But in that corner there, we've got the boxes for guitars and ukuleles. So if I ever sell any online, I can package them up in those proper boxes and get them sent off. Down here we've got all the leftover plasterboard. It's all offcuts, but it's equivalent of probably 3, maybe 4 sheets of it there, but all in offcuts. I'm not going to bin it because, you know, this stuff is likely to get damaged, and you know, I'll need some pieces to patch up any repairs. These are some of the metal frameworks that were left over. The actual uprights that go upright, for want of a better word. I calculated how many I was going to need and then added a few. And as it turned out, I actually used more than I planned to. And towards the end of the job, I was thinking, I'm going to have enough. And then when I got to pretty much the end stage, I counted how many I was going to need, and it was 11. I counted how many I had left. I had 11. So I had exactly enough. It was absolutely incredible. But the top rails, which is these two down here, I've got 2 of those left and quite a few sort of off-cut pieces. So, you know, if I ever need to make any repairs or anything, I've got it there. And there's quite a few, I don't know if you can see them in there, there's quite a few short off-cut pieces. Now it's very thin. I think it's galvanized mild steel or whatever it is, but you can easily cut it with a pair of tin snips. It's quite useful material for various jobs, bits and pieces. So I'll keep hold of it. It's not in the way. So the excuse me. These were some shelves that somebody gave us. Used to run the shop next door. And he said, "Oh yeah, we've got some shelves for you. They're fantastic. They're really pretty and everything." No, they're hideous. They're horrible. And I did actually try to put them up in the shop yesterday. I put the rails up, and then I put one shelf on and thought, nah, I don't want that crap in my shop. They're horrible. So this it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I've got to sort all these screws and drill bits and everything out and put them back in these tubs and then back on the rack over there. But this will be my main workbench for working on the guitars and other instruments. So I've got all my luthiery tools at the back there. In that box is tuners. Let me just show you quickly. Tuning machine heads. So we've got like classical guitar style ones there. And where are we? Anyway, standard guitar tuners, there are friction tuners, ukulele tuners, quite a lot in there. And then over on this bench, I've got my, all sorts of things. You see paint, glue, finishes, varnish, polish, brushes, applicators, tape, all sorts of things. And you see we've got a window there. Well, it's actually a huge door, glass door. Now I did want this workbench there where I was going to get optimum light. I still get enough light here, but I did want it there. Now the reason I didn't is because when it rains, you see the gap in that door? Yeah. So when it rains, some of it comes in through that gap. Now I can, put a weather strip on there, but to be honest, There's also, you can't really see it, but there will be a gap down there. So if I have this workbench over there, I'll tend to lose things down the back of it. And also I kind of like that unfinished wall there. I've got my little clock up there. I'm going to put a rack up here for like three guitar, three guitar hooks. If I've got any in here I can show you. No. So, if I'm working on any instruments, I can hang them up there so they're not going to get knocked about or anything. Just three hooks or so will be enough. Got my little Black & Decker workmate there. Now this other table here, just stuck in the corner for now, that's going to be basically in the middle of the floor here, because that's going to be my main power tool bench, which I'll have my chop saw, my band saw, bench grinder. There's a drill press back there. It's not a very good one, but it will do for now. And my, see at the back there, my lathe. So the drill stand, as I say, it's not a very good one. It's only a cheap one, and it's broken. So, but I don't use it very often, but it is handy to have. But I think eventually I'll probably get a proper bench top driller, bench top pillar drill. Sorry, it's been a long week. I have seen one that I like. It's about the same size as my bench band saw. So I don't need a big heavy duty one. And I've seen one, a tabletop one. It's about 5,000 Thai baht, which is equivalent to about £120, which is not a lot really. But as I said, it's not something I use often, so I'm not prioritising that. I'll get that later on. Okay, so that's the workshop. I've got my canvas door up there as well, all rolled up. I'm going to stick it to the inside walls with some Velcro later, but that's not an urgent job. That in Thai says, no entry, staff only. RoJoBe workshop. So this is one of the classrooms, actually classroom 2, which is going to be for the kiddies. It's all decorated now. I've got all the wallpaper up all the way around. Did it in about an hour. It's really easy stuff to use this. The only thing I've still got to do is the skirting board type stuff at the bottom. We're just using sticker one. So to finish off all the bottom there, that's not arrived yet. So when it does, I'll stick that on. That'll take minutes really. So that's one classroom. Still waiting on the Wi-Fi, but that's in progress. We've got our table in there now, the courtesy table for drinks and things, and the fridge. Toys are all up on the shelf there. That's why we managed to free up that table. So this is the other classroom, classroom 1. Again, it's all finished. Again, apart from the skirting stuff at the bottom. Oh, and fixing the floor there. We've got something coming to fix that, like faux wood panels. And also, I've got round to putting my guitar racks up. So those are the guitar ones, and those in the corner for the ukulele. So I'd already done that bottom row, that row, and about those last 3. So yesterday I did the rest of those, all of these, and all of these. The ironic thing is it took about an hour in the end. So that's all the guitar racks up. Obviously I've still got to put that lot on there. Now it is quite a satisfying job. Well, it's quite satisfying once you've got all the instruments up on the racks, on display. It's really satisfying. It's just a bit of a ball ache actually doing it. So I'm going to try to do it a quicker way. So let's see if it works. Okay? 3, 2,
1. Ta-da! Ha! It worked! Ha! I should have done that method for those classrooms. Anyway, so that's all the instruments up. That didn't take long, did it? I've got the guitar bags hanging on these racks like I had before. I'm not too happy with those, to be honest. They look a bit meh. Anyway, that's all the ukuleles, and you've got all the handmade ones down here on the floor. That's the guitar straps there. And then there's all the acoustic guitars on the wall. Well, there are actually 3 more on stands, and then I've got all the electric ones and my one and only bass just back there, all standing on the floor. And I've got my little fence alongside just as a sort of physical barrier to keep people from, especially the kids, from running in and out of my instruments. But yeah, pretty happy with that. I've still got to do all the accessories. That won't take, well, I say it won't take long. It's just finding places for it all. Some of it I've got racks and that can go up on the walls. So that's all the accessories, the strings, the capos, the tuners, everything else. I've got a new desk as well, that arrived today. It's not very big, but it's got a couple of drawers in it. I don't want it too big anyway, because it will take up too much space. I've got a little area there I can have a few of the accessories. And there's still all my instruments to sort out as well. But I'm not too worried about that. This is the main thing. Obviously now the shop is ready, and I think it looks rather good. It's been a lot of hard work getting to this stage, but I think we're just about, well, we are ready for action. There's a few other little jobs I've still got to do. I've got to put the cameras up, got to put the whiteboard up in one of the classrooms, got to put our certificates up. I've got to sort out my instruments, sort out the accessories, and what else is it? Certificates, whiteboard, cameras. There's just a few other little minor jobs. Excuse me. All the big, heavy work is done. Obviously the classrooms and the workshop is built. All this is sorted. So now the shop is obviously open for business as well. And for now, it's just all little jobs, little bits and pieces. So today is Wednesday. We're closed all this week, so tomorrow and Friday as well. And then we're back in business from Saturday onwards. But because this is Songkran week, don't think the weekend's going to be especially busy. We're still going to be having a few students, but possibly less than normal. But by next week, we should be more or less back to normal. Whatever that means. Anyway, so I'm hoping you're enjoying watching this series of videos on the creation of the new shop as much as I'm enjoying doing it, he says. And if you are, please give a thumbs up, share, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please, if you can, try to get some of your friends, colleagues, family members to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get the numbers and the algorithms up. It's a bit slow progress at the moment. I'm getting there, but a bit slowly. So if you could try and recommend me to friends, etc., that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, peace out.